Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Eddie Eisner, and if you don't know who I am, I'm a 20-year-old entrepreneur who makes his money through social media. Pretty much, I've been doing this for around 4 years now. I've run over 15 long-form channels, and I currently have 8 that are active. And as you saw on my YouTube dashboard a second ago, I made $100,000 in 10 months with this one channel, and I want to show you guys exactly how I did it, so you can just copy what I did step by step. So the thing that a lot of social media gurus or whatever won't do is actually show you their channels and go in the analytics and not blur everything. This channel is called Squiz. I made content kind of similar to Daily Dose of Internet. As you can see, some of my videos have 2 million views, 1.5 million, 1.3 million, etc. And the reason I'm showing you guys this channel out of all of mine is because, as you can see right here, sometime in June, this channel actually got demonetized. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I tried to appeal this. I'm not exactly sure why it got demonetized because they weren't very clear with me. And no other channels in this niche really got demonetized as far as I know. But now that it's demonetized, I don't care if you guys know the niche because, well, I'm not making money off of it anymore. Plus, this niche is pretty old. As you can see, I made this channel in July of 2023. So even if you went into this now, it probably wouldn't work in the first place. But I do want to tell you guys exactly how I found this niche and all of that kind of stuff so that you can go and find your own niche. And if you don't know what a niche is, it's just a category you make videos in. Obviously, this is Daily Dose of Internet type niche. That's what I would call it. And the thing about this channel, this is actually one of the channels where the voiceover was done by me. So if you go to this channel and watch any of the videos, it will be my voice. And I'm just gonna dive right into things. How did I find this niche? Because I know you guys wanna watch this as a step-by-step process. So if you watch this from right now up until the end of the video, I think you're actually gonna learn exactly how you can do this for yourself. Now, if we actually go over to my channel and let's go to my first video, for example, which has 2.3 million views. I'm just gonna skip to a random section and play it so you guys can kind of get an idea what this was.
I'm okay.
This guy was way too tired to care.
So it's literally just me compiling clips, voicing over it, and that is it. Besides the transitions and some sound effects and editing, which, by the way, I didn't do, but we'll get to that in a second. What I want to talk about is how did I find this niche? And I know you might be saying, oh, you didn't find this niche, you know, Daily Dose of Internet does this, some other people do it. But the thing is, the reason I'm saying find this niche is how did I know that this niche would work, right? I didn't go into this completely blind. I knew that I would succeed when going into this niche for a pretty good reason. Now, you guys might know Daily Dose of Internet, but do you know Ramsey, for example? So if I go over here, we have this guy, Ramsey, and this was one of the guys that first started in this niche. And if I sort by oldest, he actually started his channel a really long time ago. Now, let me tell you right now, the more recent a channel is that's created, the better of a chance that you have in just copying them and doing just as good as them. And you might be thinking that this channel wasn't recent when I created mine, and you are actually right. But do you know whose channel was recent? If we go over and we search up Shaviz, this is another creator in the niche, and if we go to videos and sort by oldest, you can see that he started not that long ago. At least not that long ago compared to when I made this channel. So if we go back, we see that his first video was actually June 10th of 2023. Now let's go back to my channel analytics, or just to my channel. When was my first video uploaded? July 22nd of 2023. So do you know what that means? That means I created my channel just 1 month after his channel. So what I'm telling you right now is if you can find a channel having success that was created within the last 3 months as you're looking at the channel, then that is a good channel to get into. And just make sure that all the videos are over 8 minutes plus. If I go to Shaviz's channel, let's just show you. This channel was doing good. Obviously the numbers weren't this high when I found it, but the numbers were doing really well for just 1 month of uploads, right? And if we take a look, all of these guys' videos are over 8 minutes long, which means he's purposefully doing this to try and make money. It's an automated channel, right? So over 8 minutes just means you can add mid-roll ads in your video. So just when you're looking for niches, just look for something that's over 8 minutes, created in the last 3 months and faceless, and that's really all you need. If you can find something like that, then you're good. So now you kind of get why I got into this niche, right? I found this channel and I found the channels that he based his channel off of. So, you know, how did I end up finding it though, right? This is just showing, you know, this is a good niche because of this. But how did I end up actually finding this? Well, it's pretty simple. If I open a new incognito window and I go to YouTube, it's gonna say try searching to get started because obviously it doesn't have any intel. But if we go to like Squiz, for example, which is my channel, we go over here, let's just watch, you know, this video, for example. And now if we go back to the YouTube homepage, it should have enough data to, guess what? Start giving me faceless channels. Right here, we have Daily Dose of Internet. We have a ton of other channels. Right here's a faceless channel, some Minecraft channel. He only has 121 videos. It's not even that many. We sort by oldest. So this guy started 3 years ago, nothing too crazy. This might not be the niche to get into, right? Because this channel is pretty old, but now what we can do is we can go through this guy's videos, skip through it a little bit, right? And then now we're gonna go back to the homepage once again. And now we're getting something different, right? This guy isn't even verified. So this guy has 15,000 subscribers. Immediately I'm already starting to find stuff. And check out this guy's views, right? He has a ton of videos. I'm guessing his old videos were just throwaway videos. He didn't know what he was doing. Yep, I'm exactly correct, right? See how many times I've done this? I already knew what I was gonna look at because as you see, his channel's recent videos have really good views, but he has a lot of videos. So I already knew he probably is an older channel, but as you can see, he was kind of just doing random stuff back then. So this was an old channel, but it looks like he actually didn't start getting views that long ago. Guys, look at this, 300,000 views, 400,000 views, 80,000, starting 2 months ago. This is exactly what I was talking about. Even though the channel wasn't created 3 months ago, this right here, this is a niche you could get into. I don't even know what this is. However, the only problem here that I'm now noticing is that these videos are not 8 minutes long. He is getting a lot of views though, but the videos aren't long enough. However, we're starting to get better search results, right, on the YouTube homepage. YouTube's starting to suggest us. And pretty much this is what you do. You just do this, start finding channels, go in the incognito mode, and just start looking through things, right? And that's literally exactly how I found this niche. I just searched up one Faceless channel in incognito that I already knew of, and I just started looking, clicking on other channels, going back to the homepage, clicking on other channels, going back to the homepage, and then eventually I found Shaviz. So now all I have to do, let's go to Shaviz's channel, for example. Let's sort by popular, and let's just copy and paste his most popular video title. Now guess what? We found another channel that's doing the exact same thing, right? This channel is also doing pretty well. So this is how you find the competitors. Now that you found a good niche and you want to see, are other people in this niche, how many other competitors are there? Are other people having success recently? You just copy and paste whoever you found's video titles and then put them into the YouTube search bar, and that's how you found competitors. It's pretty simple. And that's pretty much how you find the niche. This process is very simple, but it is extremely important to make sure you find a good niche. Because if you find a bad niche and get into it, make a bunch of videos, then you pretty much did all that for nothing. So I talked about this a little bit before. I said I didn't do the sound effects myself, right? And that's because I didn't even make the videos myself. Yes, the voice in all the squid videos were voice acted by me, but that's because it took no time at all to do. I did this with no script. And the reason I did it with no script is because I had 2 people working for me. I had, first of all, an editor who pretty much the editor would make the intro. He would compile all the clips together, then add my voiceover in between each clip, then add a transition in between all of the clips, then add sound effects, subtitles to some of them, and then also repeat the video if my voiceover was too long in the beginning. So pretty simple stuff, and I was paying the editor $45 per video. And guess what? I was uploading twice a week, meaning 45 times 2 is 90, times 4 is $360, and I was making 15 to 20K a month on that channel. But although I was paying $360 a month or so for the editor, that wasn't the only person I had, right? I said I had 2 people. The other person was a clip finder, literally somebody that would go on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts, find like viral recent clips of the week, and just download them and then send them to me. He would send me like 1 clip set at a time, and each clip set had 90 clips in it. And for each clip set, I was paying a total of, guess what? $15. So that's another 15 times 2 per week is 30, times 4 is 120. So all in all, less than $500 per month to make 15 to 20 grand per month. Let that sink in. And the way I recorded the voiceover, I would just open Audacity on my computer. I would go through the clip folder and just record my voiceover. So I would just literally watch the clip for the first time ever. I would watch it, and then I would narrate what happened in the clip, then go to next clip, watch it. And it doesn't matter if I messed up, if I stuttered or whatever, because I would just do one voice recording and then send it to the editor, and he would cut out all the mistakes and then compile it in order to the clips, which were ordered in the folder by the clip finder. And I promise you, I swear I'm not lying, each single recording took me no more than 10 to 15 minutes to create. Meaning twice a week, I would spend 10 to 15 minutes doing a voiceover. Now, outside of the videos, I actually was the one creating the thumbnail, and I'll show you exactly how I created the thumbnail in a second as well. But first of all, how did I find these people? Who did I hire? You know, how did I do all of that? In this little document I made, thumbnails is at the bottom, so I'll talk about that in a second. But first, how did I find an editor? How did I find the clip finder? You know, how could you find a thumbnail artist if you don't know how to make thumbnails? But in this case, the thumbnails, you're about to see how easy they were to make. And you'll see why I didn't hire somebody to do it. So we got my favorite server here, Creative Paradise. I'm actually gonna link this Discord server in the description. I have no affiliation with it. I don't know the owner. I don't know a single admin, mod, nothing. I don't know anybody in this server. This is just my favorite server to actually find people. So pretty much what this Discord server is, this is the same thing as like Fiverr, Upwork, but on just way better pretty much. And the reason I say that is because it's so much easier to find people, because all you have to do, rather than searching on Fiverr, you know, editor and looking through all the editors, all you have to do is make a post. Like, look at this random dude. He posted literally in the last 60 seconds, he posted, looking for a thumbnail editor for a Minecraft video who can make eye-catching thumbnails. DM me. And then he just writes his price, what he needs pretty much. And guess what? He, just in the next 24 hours, I guarantee you this guy's gonna have 150 thumbnail artists who are DMing him. And guess what? This can be used, this jobs tab can be used for anything. You can find an editor, a thumbnail artist, a voice actor, a clip finder, a manager, pretty much anything. And this is where I found both the clip finder and the editor, literally I just made a post through here, and then I just went through my DMs. And for the editors, what I did is I made one sample video that was a minute long, right? Just not 90 clips, but I think it was like 10 clips or something. And I told them to just edit it together. And I sent them purposefully a voiceover where I messed up, I stuttered, and I made sure that it was a little bit challenging for them. So I sent it off to probably 20 editors, and like 3 of them got back to me and were good. And I had 2 of them as backup editors in case my main one was unavailable. And the guy who was the best and gave me the best price, that was the main editor. So that's how I found the editor. Clip Finder was the same thing. I'm telling you the way I did it. I literally had maybe 50 guys for the clip finding, and they DM me, they said, hey, I could be your clip finder. So I just told them, compile me 20 clips from the past week, 20 viral clips. And you wouldn't believe, like, some of them really don't know what they're doing. That's why so many DM me. And they would send me really garbage clips that weren't really what I was looking for, or content that just wouldn't be monetizable on YouTube, like that showed blood or anything like non-PG. But I had a few guys who sent me literally exactly what I was looking for. And once again, I just hired the main guy and then had backup guys. Now, thankfully for this channel, I never even needed to use the backup editors or clip finders. But in a lot of my other channels, I actually do have to use backup guys a lot. This channel, somehow, everybody was, like, the 2 guys were just available every single time, 2 times a week, just never, no fail. And yes, it's that simple. That is how I found both the clip finder and the editor in that server. Now the thumbnails, how did I make these thumbnails? So let's go back to my channel so you can actually see the thumbnails. Let's go to my video. So these thumbnails, they might look, let me zoom in a little bit. They might look like really good, or like really well edited. Like, whoa, look at this wasp right here. You know, how did I make that? Or let's sort by most popular here. Like, whoa, how did I make this huge mosquito? You know, how did I do all this? It's actually a lot more simple than you think. I'll actually make one right now live on here, and you can see how quickly I made these. Number 1, I would take my phone, go on the camera. Then pretty much I would just put my hand out like this and take a photo. In case you guys are interested, this is what the photo looks like. Now let's just airdrop the photo to my Mac, or you could just, you know, send it to yourself on Discord, whatever the case is. Now all I gotta do is open Photoshop and put this in here. Now how do I make this crazy thumbnail? Well, I actually can do this in, you know, 5 seconds. We take the lasso tool, I'm just gonna make like a little shape right here. And let's just write, you know, centipede with lots of legs. And boom, just like that, guys, we have our thumbnail. Whoa, why did I touch the centipede? And guess what? They give me 3 variations. And most of the time, like this one looks a little fake, but like this one looks pretty real. Like, look at this, you know, this could definitely pass as a YouTube thumbnail. You have the shadows, and boom, I would just export this, and that was the thumbnail. I would literally spend exactly how much time I just showed you on creating the thumbnail every video, which it would take me maybe 5 minutes. So 15 minutes for the voiceover max, let's say 10 minutes max for the thumbnail. So I was putting less than an hour a week into this channel and spending less than $500 a month. So 4 hours a month, like $480 a month, and I was making 15 to 20K. I actually teach people one-on-one as well. So if you're interested in replicating these results, in the description and comment section, the link is gonna be right there. Obviously, I can only take on a certain amount of students at the same time. So if you wanna apply, go apply now. I'm just not sure when the spots will fill up, but thank you guys for watching the video. Peace.